Good evening, and it is time once again for High Shift, where we take a look at the cars of the GTA 5 universe, and we put them through the paces on the High Shift test tracks. We start off every day with stealing a car. In this case, it's pre-stolen. I'm just taking one of my ballers I've already had in my garage, but if we find another car on the way there, a Felon or a Sentinel XS convertible or another baller, we will steal that instead. We don't need to hear from you, Bryony of Allen Drome Productions. We do this mainly before all the races to kind of get through those annoying phone calls that come up whenever you load this game, because they want you to buy. This game is about rampant materialism. It's about cars, after all. Set in California. What else is it going to be about? Doesn't look like we're going to get lucky and get one, but I've said that before. Ooh, a Bobcat. I already have one with a camper shell though. Yes, the emails work better. Hey, let's forget us. This is the second week in a row I have not won the podium car. I did not win the benefactor. I didn't win the submarine car last week. I can only hope that next week is Vapid's turn in the spotlight. I'm sitting there waiting for it, but it never happens. Bring up the wrong thing. Of course, of course. I'm gonna deposit my monies. It's always a good idea. Alright, so now it's time to really start that. We see the test times up there right now. The Kuma is still up top, and the Cyclone is the fastest car. Today we're going to be testing another motorcycle, the zombie motorcycle from that's the last one I won 2 weeks ago. And one thing that I posted on Twitter, but it has changed, is I did get a chance to retest the Sabre Turbo because I had a problem on the first night, and boy, did it make a difference. It smoked its own time by a good half a minute. So it is the current king of the muscle car division. We've only tested the Dilettante and the Panto in the compact. Sports are currently led by the Swinger. Supercars are led by the Cyclone, and we don't have, well, Swinger is Sports Classic. Stop that. So we actually haven't tested a sports car, and we're not going today. So I think next week, in 2 weeks, we'll have an all sports cars special. We will get some sports cars on that. But today we are testing the Dominator, the Rebel, and the Zombie. I gotta remember which keys do what. Just so we have it, we will call out my custom Dominator. That way I'll have something between races. Oh, I turned too soon. I just spawned the Dominator over here. Alright, well, we will start off with the Dominator, and I do have to get my cards out. So take a look at the beautiful, beautiful out of the bottom. Good. Awesome. They're right here. Great. So we're ready to go. The Dominator, of course, is a Vapid car based on the Ford Mustang. And we will be putting the Dominator on, let's say, the Grand Tour in the street circuit. That sounds the best. But we start every job, every race with a high shift test route. Now, it's a big muscle car, and it is more... when I drive it, it seems more true muscle than it does anything else. Very much a straight A and B car. It tends to be really squirrely. So, the Sabre gets out of joint, but there's some control to its slide. You expect it. This you don't. And it makes it really... I don't know. I don't think this is enjoyable to drive as a Sabre. Yeah. It's like it's not so hot. We had to make a pretty big break right there. I don't know, you just get the impression that the Sabre has more jump. Oh, and we are already with one spin. I clipped the back of the baller. Oh, and the baller did more to me than the Dominator. Penalty. We went all the way around. If I slide and don't hit anything, if I just oversteer, I can just reset. But if I hit anything causing me to go do a full 180, that's a reset. Geez, there was just no turning. There was just nothing but understeer right there. I braked, I tried to put it back in, and there's just nothing. This car is blazing quick in a straight line, but boy, turning is not in its vocabulary. Looks like it has pickup oversteer, so I might want to be... I certainly want to be careful when I accelerate out of the turns for oversteer, but I don't want to be accelerating into the turns because I'm not going to get any steering. We've already seen that a couple of times. I am wickedly impressed by the Dominator's looks, but its handling characteristics. Well, I can see why it has a reputation for eating pedestrians. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous car. I mean, I love this model. I mean, it's, as far as just looks go, it's probably my favorite of the muscle cars. But they really decided to make it, I don't know. You know, I never got the impression that between the ancient war between Ford and Chevy that the Mustang ever was the poor end of the handling department. I've driven numerous Chevy big block cars. And in all honesty, this handles more like them than it does anything I've driven by Ford. Ford understeer is usually because it's a very small package. A very powerful small package. And while this is presented as bigger, I guess that's one of the reasons why I think it feels more like a D-Class product. The Vigero feels more what I feel like a classic, let's say like a Fox body Mustang would feel like. But I guess I am thinking of the older ones. I mean, my niece has a new Camaro, so her car seems to handle pretty well. Maybe they switched places. I know the new Mustangs look big and beefy. But then again, they also have independent rear suspension, but this might be from the last generation that didn't. No, a little bit of slickness kind of helps us. I mean, not rain sickness, but just the kind of dirt track heroing, you know, maybe. We'll just cut the corner. It's got the ground clearance. I don't have to worry about no rock like I do in the Taipan or the Coil. We'll get a little bit back. See, you just get a little bit of, I don't know. Being on the dirt, maybe with its dirt resistance and a little bit of sliding, kind of makes the Dominator a far more I don't know, cooperative car? Because it's kind of getting a little bit of its time back here. Where, admittedly, the Vigero was a little bit over sliding. Oh, that was tidy. This might actually, like, kick it on the off-road track, actually. Probably far more than the Sabre Turbo would have. Although we know the true champ, who the true off-road champ is going to be. The Vapid Radius. Oh, just a little bit out of there. I think that was more me than the car, though, but I will find out definitely here. Probably. So I wasn't impressed with it in the city. Well, the speed was okay, but those long stretches, it didn't really have the braking to go late into, and then in the Grand Tour it was always on the edge, but here on the dirt, damn. True working class hero there. 737, 745. Alright. Well, not the best. Oh, I forgot to turn off the test times. Oh, I kicked the random. I'll get out of it. I think it crashed. Do you think it crashed? Let's see if I can get into a job. Maybe that'll do it. Nope. Great, that means we're going to have to listen to all those commercials again. Alright, let's just go ahead and launch a job right from here. Try to keep the phone calls to a minimum. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking we're going to do the street surface dirt track. It didn't really handle the grand touring part. That's usually the stage I kind of design. We really like the dirt. Let's do the dirt track after the street circuit. I bet you I picked a random job and there's a little bit of a bug in it. Try to pick one that can't do solo. The test route times are gone, so you're gonna be able to get a full view. I'm so sorry. I'm still getting used to doing the high shift. A little bit of a lift. Trying to use lift off and then power around the corners. That seems like the way this beast wants it. So we're going to use what we learned. No, we already know it despises this corner. But maybe if it's ballerless. Kind of recover, but a lot of overslide. It's wickedly tight 90 and a pole I couldn't remove. Cross over to the inner. I'm sorry, this is still the outer U. This is the crossover to the inner. This is that wicked bump right there. Little Starsky and Hutch action there. Throw it around like a Torino. You don't want to go oversteering right there, you will bite the barrier. Well, I didn't hit anything. But that probably really wrecked the second lap. I lit off, but I was carrying too much speed because I was going from that. That was timid and wrong. That was aggressive and right. I had one really bad corner and one really good corner. The Dominator is one of the few cars I've taken around that curve right. That little S-bend on Grove Street. Oh, way overcooked that. Yeah, the brakes are very, I don't know, like I said, for a modern car, I would have expected to have better brakes. And the older style muscle cars to have worse ones, but the Vigero outbrakes this easy. Ugh, the oversteer on lap 2. It does not like bumps. That leads me to believe this is not the independent rear suspension version of the modern Mustang. Which is too bad. Time was 4:17.703. Is that any good? Nope. It beat the Panto. It did beat the Panto. But you should always beat the Panto. All right, off-road, we went ahead, and so all we've seen around is the Cara at 352. Can the Vapid beat the Vapid? That's going to be our mission. There it is. If I'm going to say anything might get the Dominator out here, it's going to probably be elevation changes. Oh, I screwed that up. I didn't switch to muscle. Let's try that again. There we go. Question is how long before the Mach E gets in there. Huh? Lots of slide, but we did not exactly lose it either. it just seems so much more like a regular car on dirt. On tarmac, it wants to. I don't know. It's like it's got all this rage and you can't do anything with it. Maybe that's what they want. You can say they have a character called Impotent Rage. But on dirt, where it's just a little bit held back by the dirt speed-wise and a little bit looser on the four wheels, it feels nimble and quick. It's just a little bit of out of play. Yeah. We knew it was going to. But see, I can recover that if that had happened on tarmac at speed. Offhand, I'm not believing we're going to pass the car though. I admit though, on dirt, I like driving the Dominator. Oh. Oversped that. That's mean. That's my bad. I failed the Dominator there. We'll try to get back some of that. We'll take the shortcut. I wonder how destructible that trailer is. See, I can save it. On tarmac, I try to put a little bit of oppo lock on it. It just oversteers and flicks the other way. So, on dirt, the Dominator's a bit of a drifty. Yeah, I took a bad line through there. Oh no, now I'm in danger of losing to the Panto again. No! Just clipped it. Alright. 421, 139. Alright, well, it was okay. It was fun, at least. It was fun. Was it good? No. But it was fun. I think if I got used to it a little bit more, maybe I could, but, maybe, time will come. Well, I'll have like an all dirt track day and kind of get used to the track. Kind of get used to the peculiarities with the field. Maybe I'll put a smoke on the Dominator. Alright, it is time to move on to the next car. And we're test the Karen Rebel. Now, I've been watching a lot of the fail race. And they say this car rolls like crazy. It's very top heavy. We got the boost. Now remember, we only count spins, not rolls. Rolls are hilarious. He's not happy with me. Oh, God. I don't know what the heck that was about. I mean, I didn't even get a chance to go. Should have made this a GTA race so I could shoot him. Well, that's allowed all the traffic to spawn. Haven't rolled it yet. Haven't really overcooked it yet. Haven't had a solid run up in either. So traffic luck has already been poor for the Karen Rebel. Yeah, understeer in spades. Everybody's honking at me. Nobody loves me. I tried to sneak through there, but boy, this car. Steering is not the name of its game, at least not on tarmac. I don't think it has a particularly brisk top speed either. I mean, I don't know, maybe we are. Maybe it's just because it's lower, but I found the Panto to be more exciting. Probably not the Dilettante. The Dilettante is boring. Whoa, he was cooking it. Crazy AIs, but that's why the reason why we do the traffic test too. Because I'm also doing kind of this deep study where I think certain cars have like luck factors. I'm not too sure what that was about. Traffic jam up here in Vinewood Hills. I don't know, there's something about going uphill that the Rebel likes. Keeps the speed down, I guess, you know. But also probably keeps it more planted. Downhill, I bet you, is going to be a lot more loosey-goosey. Woohoo! What car? I didn't see no car. I saw a mobile ramp shaped like an emperor. Or a Stanian. One of those two. Some big American lawn yacht. You didn't have all the checkpoints. You really, with the Karen, you just kind of want to run all the way off the road there and take the DQ. Yeah, I don't think it's going to take this wide hairpin anything that close to approaching good or speed. Alright, is now on its natural home dirt. Or presumably so. I think just because it doesn't turn well, we'll go ahead and test this freeway dirt track. Well, it seems to be doing fine. Kind of overcooked it there, but there's no real problem. Ground clearance is not a problem. We are going to go straight across. Now, a few props I put in there, there's actually a little rock out there. Just enough to catch cars that are too low. I know the Taipan can catch it. Ah! Couldn't quite make that turn. And that's because its traction's too good on dirt. We're getting a lot of understeer again with the big old NOVs. Likes to bounce though. Thank you, Patriot, for stopping. You are a true patriot. Ah, a little two-wheel action there. We might just creep over the 8-minute mark. Yeah, we got 2 more weaves. It's got to be over 8. Well, I guess that means you get what you pay for. You get a $600,000 car, you're going to kick some butt. Hey, Fargonaut. 80183 for the off-road track. Oh no, that's the main track. Never mind. Okay, so the Karen Rebel. 801.883. All right. All right, click that. Come on. Give me the free mode. All right. It's not going to do anything on the Grand Tour or the or the street circuit. So we'll take it on the highway. Now this might sound weird, but I'm thinking it's going to do okay on this because it likes big sweeping turns and it's not going to get super fast. Is it going to be 254 by the Taipan? Doubtful. Yeah, a regular Rebel? No. I'm not buying a non-rusty Rebel just for this. I don't like the Rebel. I have a car. Why not? I got a car for free. Yeah, even a little bit of let off is more enough to slow it down to make sure you make that turn. But we're not getting a whole lot of speed down here. I don't think this Cyclone has anything to worry about. A little dab will do you, though, on those upper hills. You need to lose just enough speed to make the turn. .207, this could actually kind of challenge. Some of the air cars are just too quick. You lose a lot of time when you're riding the wall. If you're flat out most of the way around it, you're doing all you can. And like I said earlier, this truck really kind of likes the uphill. Uphill, it's more grippy and planted and whatnot, and torquey. Downhill, it's loosey-goosey. Oh my lord. Oh my lord, look at that time. Respectable, 321. It felt faster than it was. Everything smoked it. Still a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Oh my god, I was expecting a just absolute disaster. $321 though, I bet you it could beat the Panther. It did not beat the Javelin / Deviant. It did not beat the Cyclone. It did not beat the Taipan. I have a slot up here for Vigero, but I never erased the Vigero. I'll have to see if I put it around 2 cracks. Yeah, I'm not too sure why that car was ghosting. Wow, that was weird. Weird. It's like we're going to get a dirt track heavy. 2 dirt track races, huh? Maybe one was more like, hey, you know, I'm going to change my mind. All right. Well, this is where it's supposed to shine. Can it beat the Caracara? If it does, it'll be because it's better at the technical fiddly bits. But the Caracara has just so much more power. 6.6 liter turbo diesel. Rusty Rebel's got a 2.2 liter inline 4. I got off the reservation there. Boy, I just hit a little bump and I almost recovered it, but this does not like to lose grip. Caracara has better suspension travel. See, this looks like this has ground clearance, but it has no suspension travel. The Caracara's got 4-wheel independent suspension with the lift. This has got solid axles. I'm sure if Irene Cara was in GTA 5, she'd drive a Caracara. We'll flip the corner. It's probably faster to go out wider. I'm not betting on it, but at least clip it. That way I can spin a little. Yeah, these solid axles, they blow. They're great on the flat bits to keep the car planted, but the minute you start two-wheeling or whatnot, or when you want to steer, that was a nice bit of slide. Alright, that time we did it clean, although it still wanted to get out a little bit there because of the bump. I don't know what the fellow race guys are talking about, unless there's a difference between the rusty Rebel and a regular Rebel, but an Xbox One. Alright, this time I didn't jump a wall. Woo! Oh, there's the roll. I'm not too sure what I had or if it was just speed. Now I'm just going treeing. Jeez, it didn't even go in the direction I wanted it to. It's still not. Wow, those solid axles are doing it no favors. Wow, and I expected this to at least, you know. I missed it. $5:10.3:58. It did not beat the lowly Panto on the off-road. Score one for the Panto. Alright, now it's time to choose our unusual car for the day. And despite the fact I didn't really want it, over Halloween week I won the Zombie Chopper. I wish I could trade it, because I would gladly give it to one of my viewers after this, but they don't allow that. I should be able to give away my cars. I spent my GTA money on them, or won them on the game. Why can't I give them away? I already tested this one out to make sure it would work before I put it up. Otherwise, that'd be a little silly. Like, we're going to do this. What do you mean I can't use it? I just have to turn custom vehicles on. I think I already do. Well, I do already. I have to pick motorcycles, not cycles. Those are vastly different things. The Sanctus. I just call it the Zombie Chopper. Look at that. It's got a skull with flaming eyes. Now, this is going to be a motorcycle, so I expect it to handle traffic well. It's a chopper, so I don't expect it to handle turns great. Better than cars. Ah! Whoa! That was a near miss there. They kind of like to put in a little bit of extra cross traffic when it comes to motorcycle time, I think. Brakes are excellent. They kind of have to be to reduce brown pants moments. See, in the city, we're facing nice wide turns. I'm expecting more problems when we get to the fiddly bits up here, like that one hair, well, the first hairpin. I'm not expecting good things. A little bit of a lift. Yes, I could take the big dive I wanted. I guess I handled that okay. After all, it is still a motorcycle, I guess. And GTA physics really are fairly generous to a lot of them. The less said about the Western Rampant rocket, the better, though. We're really booking it. This is doing very well. I'm going to take this freeway Grand Touring. Whoa! Nice save, though. I want to be an Akuma or a Sanchez. You'll get your chance. I cannot believe I didn't explode myself on a tree. Lift off to make the turn, punch it down, dive in front of there. Made the checkpoint. The 2-lane highway blast stretch. How does it handle at high speeds? That's what that's designed to do. It's a slight turn. Alright, we're on dirt. And when we hit dirt, I saw the back end cut out a little. Is it just a little, or is it going to be a lot? Oh, wicked oversteer right there. It caught a little bit of the, I don't know if it was a rut or it was just grabby. I don't want to risk with that little rock that I know is out there, what it'll do to my front spoke. Probably something pretty cruel. Dear Lord, this is eating up the track. I was worried about its handling here, but it is not half bad. This is a good bike. I don't like it as much as my Akuma or my Shotaro, but it's worth every cent I paid for it. The Akuma, I know, can take these turns a lot tighter and a lot faster. And the Shotaro is ridiculous. This Shotaro might be one of the most overpowered vehicles in the game. $648,883. How does that compare? Oh, the Akuma smokes it by almost exactly 20 seconds. Wow. That felt faster than that. I thought that was like going to rival the Akuma, but the Akuma straight puts it down. The Akuma is not the fastest bike in the world, but it's got the best in the world. But it's got the best acceleration, and I guess that counts for a lot. All right, well, that means we've got 2 more to do. I'm really surprised that felt quicker. I really thought it'd be all like, hey, Akuma, can I come in? But the Akuma was all like, no. Alright, it is a chopper, so obviously we gotta try it on the highway. It's a big highway cruiser. You might be able to take that one at full in lap 2. I have to lift there. The upward one was causing it to skid out. Just a little bit of a lift. Tiniest of lift. Whoa! Needed probably more of a lift. I thought I was going to be eating rail head on. It's divider time! Look at that, flat out. That was some speed. Kind of have a feel for it now. Maybe we'll make up for that bit of Bifton. Rarely have cars outperform bikes in the GTA world. The Hot Ring Racer in Vice City probably was just a little bit better than the bikes in GTA Vice City. In San Andreas, really the Bullet only could challenge the bikes. In GTA 4, everything was messed up. Who cared? 253, 374. Oh, it just edges the Taipan. Wow. All right. All right, we're going to put it around the Grand Tour one. I wish it would let me set what the next job should be. You know, set up a series. That would be nice. I didn't win that car. I don't really want it, but I wouldn't kick it out of my garage. Not considering how much it costs and how supposedly really good it is. But we'll find out how good it is on a future date. All right, the first time we see the Grand Tour this stream. Try to get all the tracks in at least once. Tried building the drag strip, but it didn't work. I have to think about another way of doing it. Probably out into the ocean. I was going to try to do a big sloping one down through downtown just for cool visuals, but it's just didn't work. Wow, that hairpin it did not like. Whoa, 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 okay. That's faster than resetting, but that was no good. Changes in direction and the Sanctus. If you're already leaning into the turn, it's fine. But if you don't get ready for the pre-turn, you're not going to do it. See that? I did right. But this motorcycle, you kind of have to think about your turn more than a little bit beforehand. Braking. I guess the lower speed braking is fine, but Yeah, I figured it'd handle the shortcut just fine. I'm almost certain it wouldn't have handled the little S-bend. Oh, see, I didn't think about it and I went wide. A little bit of a lift. See, much better. I went wide. I knew that the turning circle wasn't there. Ooh, a little bit of a kick out there. This bike wants him wide and kissing the apex. You really can't do much with that one. So you have to give a little bit of a lift, but not too bad. I am making up a lot of time on turn on lap 2. I think... Whoa! Lost traction there for some reason. Still not getting that turn right. I guess I gotta think about it more. I bet you it would have been fine on the Shintaro though. The Shintaro is stupid. Stupid good. I know that's a new top time. 3:45.261. I'm sure it is. I know the Taipan wasn't that fast. Yeah, beats the Taipan, but only by 4 seconds. All right. Load there. So we've learned that the Dominator is a little squirrely for its own good. The Sanctus likes big, wide. Well, it's like most bikers, like their girls. They like big, wide ones. Likes a lot of big, wide curves. And we found out the Rebel's not much good at anything, really. Unfortunately, it's just, you know, in all honesty, a lot of the older cars should feel more like the Rebel. I mean, the Rebel is like really a modified, you know, 87 Toyota. The solid axles. It's probably meant for more for the rock crawling set. I don't have anything real ways of testing that. The Dominator is a gorgeous car, but is it any good? I would argue no, it's not. It's not the worst car by any means. I mean, if you really like the look, you can get away with its performance. But it is squirrely. It sees all those people over there and wants to eat them. Very much so. Very much so. It's got a loose back end. More so than even the Sabre Turbo, which I was surprised because I thought the Sabre Turbo, like the Sabre or the Stallion in any other GTA game, is the fishtailer. But the difference between the Dominator and the Sabre is that it seems like power helps the Sabre, but it doesn't do anything for us. Is there any good cars to steal? I don't even look. For some reason they're still giving me these cavalcades. I don't want them. Alright, we're going to go ahead and jump out of GTA, go over here, we'll put up the test times, and we will mount the test times. Let's see, where is it? Test times, should say test times. Test track times, alright. So the Dominator. The Dominator places at 737, 345. Right after the Ruiner. Slower than a Ruiner. $737, 345. Alright, next we have the Rebel, which clocks in at 801, which puts in the Vigera, which really I think should be higher, but that's not the way it tested out, so. I mean, we might retest later, but the Vigera had a fair shot, not like the Sabre where I kind of messed up the start. It was during the test stream, just so I had something to put up about. But the Rebel slots in between the Deviant and the Vigera, which, in all honesty, doesn't sound all that wrong. Well, if it was slotted in between the Deviant and the Dilettante, it would make more sense. I really think the Vigera should be faster, but. And finally, the Sanctus is way up here at 648, which is faster than any car, but not quite as fast as the Cyclone, or I mean as the Fuma. At 648, $883. I had two cars today that had 8.8s, didn't I? Yeah, 8.82 for the Rebel. Let's scoot that over, and that is your top times on the main track. I will put up other ones for the side tracks as we go along. I wanted to get some times to have up there, though, as soon as I get, it looks like 2 more times for the, I think it's the freeway circuit. We will go ahead and start putting those up at the beginning of those segments. And we might start splitting them into the actual just segments, so that way you can show the times and then I know to move along. The Port Transit bus will never probably ever be overtaken. I have a car I know that's going to put up a 9. And we will probably get to it in a month. I'm almost sure I'm going to do a month. And because next week we will be over on the orange character, where we will probably be testing your fine Ocelot vehicles. Alright, with that puts their stream of High Shift to bed, where we've tested the Vapid Dominator, the Karen Rebel, and the Sanctus, the zombie chopper. With that, remember to watch Bard Life. We will be streaming this Saturday because now that I don't have anything else to do, why not go on a big long streak again and see if I can break 58 weeks. With that, we wish you peace and high speeds. Thanks for watching.